What's up, guys? So this is going to be the last part for Disarm, and there's going to be some major Thieves Guild spoilers. So if you don't want to see those, you may not want to watch this video. So we're going to be going to Sanctum, but you can't go because you need him to unlock the door for you. So until you get this quest, you can't do this one. So if you look on your map, we're going to be at Winterhold, and it's going to be southeast of it. So we're just going to be going directly this way. And I thought this was kind of funny. He was talking about how he took care of her horse. And I kind of went to explore just to see if that was true and what exactly he meant by that. And I don't really know what it will look like on your game, but on mine, the horse was stuck in the ground for some reason. And I just thought that was kind of funny, so I thought I'd put that in there. But this video is going to be really choppy because I did some of it this morning, some of it this evening, the rest of it tonight. Not to mention my Xbox froze like 2 or 3 times while I was trying to do it, so there's times where I just kind of cut all the fighting and stuff out just so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And it took him forever to get down here and unlock this for me. So what it's going to look like when we go in for people who just want to see kind of overhead, you're going to make your way to where the other arrow is. And then once you go into the next area, that's where the actual word wall is going to be. So if you look, you're going to come in right here where I'm putting the arrow. That's where the word wall actually is. So, but if you want to watch me make my way through it, we're going to go ahead and get started. So there's not a lot to note in this place. It's pretty straightforward. There's not really a lot going on. There's a couple of chests, a couple of things you can unlock, and there's a skill book in here as well. But other than that, there's not really anything particularly great like in some of the other places that we've been to lately. And if you want to pull that chain and get the potions out, I did it. If you have plenty, I wouldn't worry about it. This guy's alive, so keep that in mind when you get to this area. If you don't make him come out, he will when you go and pull on the chain. So once you get down here, when you pull this is going to swing and hit you. So watch out for that trap. You can see as it came through. And then once we get up here, there's going to be a door that we can unlock here in just a second. So right here is the door if you want to work on your lock picking, which as you can see I desperately need to. So you can tell this place is kind of straightforward. There's quite a few enemies that you have to fight, but as far as the layout of it, it's really simple. I have no idea what I was doing there. I was seriously playing when I was about half asleep this morning, and I don't even really remember going through a lot of this. So you can see there's a few guys here, and there's going to be an area coming up where there's like 4 to 6 guys, and I'm going to show you me starting to fight them and where my Xbox froze, and then I'm just going to cut it out and continue on with getting through this place. So if you want to get this chest, there's one right there. Otherwise, we're just going to keep making our way through, and the chain's right here beside the door. There's going to be another door you can lockpick right here. So I tried to speed up a lot of this. I guess I could have just cut it out. That's just another one of those things that y'all are just going to have to let me know as far as if it bothers you or if you like it or if you don't. So you'll see the chain to the right of this gate. And this is going to be the area where my Xbox is fixing to freeze. So as you can see, there's like 6 guys on the screen, and they're coming up, and be prepared for that, because on mine it completely bogged down my game the first few times I tried to do it, and eventually it worked and it kind of evened itself out. But after you kill them, you're just going to make your way through here, and this is only if you want to get this little ship boat. There's a boat up here that you can take, and I'm not sure if you're going to sell it or just give it to the guy. I haven't done it yet. So if you want to get that, we're going to go this way. Otherwise, you're going to go around to your right, which obviously we'll be heading that way here in just a second. But if you do come this way and you decide to get it, watch out for the trap, because all this is going to set on fire. So this is just heading towards the other way, and this is actually a really cool shout. I didn't really talk much about it in my other ones because I hadn't used it yet. I wanted to wait until I got all the words for it to use it. But I haven't, the only thing I've used it on are guys with bows. So I tried to use it on a giant, but it didn't work, which is kind of lame. So in here you're going to have to fight quite a few guys as well. I think there's 2 in the beginning, and then a couple once you get down here. And beside this chest on the opposite wall, there's another one. It's not one that you have to use any lockpicks on, but it might be one that you want to search. And then the chain's going to be right here on the left for this one. There's going to be a lot of guys in here as well who'll warn you that it looks great for an ambush. There's only a couple of them, and this is the actual room with the word wall and the skill book. So I made my way up here and killed these guys first, and then I'm just going to go back to where you come in to show you where to go to everything else. So if you want to get this chest, it's up here. And that's the first flawless sapphire I've found in the game so far. I've got pretty much everything else, quite a few of them, but I haven't found any of those, so I was really excited to actually find one in here. So starting from the door right here on the table is where the book will be. And then as you make your way around here, there's going to be a guy that pops out. And then the word wall is right there behind him. So if that's all you needed, that'll pretty much end the guide. The rest of it, other than going through this door, is going to be for finishing the quest. So if you don't want to know what happened with the quest and you don't want to ruin any of the Thieves Guild story, then that's all you needed. And he's just going to come and unlock this for you because you don't have the claw for it. And that's going to end the guide for me, and I'm going to let them do their talking for the rest of it. So thanks, guys.
Do you honestly think your arrow will reach me before my blade finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No. I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. I promise you, the thought crossed my mind. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were three of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay to rest. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. Remember.
Sohn?